All right, we are joined with Tanya Collins, who is an interior designer, and we are looking at a car parked outside here. This is the Ford Lincoln MKZ. Now, you're doing a bit of a different sort of interior design. You're talking about the interior design of this beautiful car you're seeing.
Yes, Lincoln approached me and said, you know, what do you think about this car? And so I've been able to drive it for a few days, and I must say it's, you know, interior or designs in general cut across all industries. You're seeing fashion, you're seeing it cut across to the home, and I find that now industrial design and you know, the whole engineering and high-tech component is totally meshing together and connecting. So it's really cool to see some of the features that they've put together in this car.
And you're an interior designer here in Ottawa. So what's it been like, you know, kind of judging instead of a home, a car?
Well, it's the same principles. You know, I think people look for an experience or a feeling when they're in a space. And it all comes down to comfort, to luxury, and to style. And so you can look at those three factors again, and here we see a shot of the car.
Yeah, here is the outside of the car. Talk about the exterior and the interior and what you love about it.
Well, I think what I love most about this car, if you can see on top, there's this huge sunroof. It's like this panoramic sunroof. And so when you're actually riding inside, it feels like you're bringing the outdoors in. It's fabulous. I actually took the car out just the other night where there was the full moon with the sunset, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Now we're taking a look inside. Maybe talk about some of the interior features that you've been enjoying.
Yeah, so what I think is really amazing about this is if you can see with the central instrument panel, it's extremely sleek. Normally you see sort of a gear shift there, and they've actually put all of the instruments on a vertical column at the top. So literally you press a button for park, you press a button to drive, you press a button to reverse.
And Lincoln is the luxury model of
Ford, for sure. And you can see inside there, they have the, you know, speaking to the comfort, they've got the leather seats, but you also have the option to heat up your seat or cool down your seat.
I love that.
Which, you know, heating up, most people are aware they have that in their car, but cooling it down, that's like pretty cool.
The new, especially with leather, because it's one of those things that's hot in the summer and cold in the winter. So it's nice to have that versatility with adding the heat and the cooling.
For sure.
And you said that people have been staring at you when you've been driving this. Like,
well,
what is this car?
It's like I'm getting double takes wherever I drive this car. So, you know, I have to say, driving around, you know, the central area that I live in, I've seen MKXs, the SUV, but I haven't actually seen this ever driven. And I think a lot of people are like, what is that car? It's pretty cool.
Very different looking. We're looking at the exterior here. Would you change anything about the car, you think, or do you think they've done like a top-notch job on this?
I think it's a great car. The only thing that I could see, I'm tall, but there are taller people out there, and in sitting in it, there isn't a ton of headroom. So as much as you get a feeling of space with all the light pouring in from the sunroof, there actually isn't a lot of physical space to spare in the headroom. So how can they deal with that? That's a tricky thing. They probably want to proportionately scale the width and the height of the car to kind of still keep the same design aesthetic. Because I think they, you know, I read a little bit about it, and they were trying to model this car after a manta ray. So, so they have to kind of, you can actually see the lines. It's sort of curvy, and it's sort of wide and sort of very sleek looking. So
now, in terms of what have you loved most about driving this? What's that one feature that you're just like, this is the thing that I love?
Well, it's elegant.
Or is there one?
It's elegant, it's modern, it's very simple in design, very clean and uncluttered design. It's a little unconventional with these instrument panels, with this panoramic sunroof, and the materials are luxurious, so it's a nice, quiet, smooth ride. And I think if you want to turn a few heads, why not drive this car?
Exactly. Good advice. All right, and if you want to follow Tanya on Twitter, you can see there's her Twitter handle, and she'll be sharing with the Twitter world, of course, her experience driving this car and giving people advice on what you think about it. Thank you so much for being on the show this morning. Very cool. I'm going to have to go take a close look at the car now myself.
To come for
very intrigued. Yes, I will. Turn some heads.